Hello everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here. Hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take another look here at Luna, see what's going on, of course, and try to understand best practice and big picture. Again, most of the stuff that I'm going to talk about here today includes technical analysis, but it also includes, kind of just the big picture and understanding what your mindset should be in a trade like this. Okay, because again, there's a lot of risk involved, a lot more than usual with something of this nature. So that being said, not a financial advisor. Hope you can learn something here today. My goal is to help you become a better trader. So if you want to become a better trader, of course, CryptoCache.tech is a site, link in the description below. I have a trading academy, community, and signal group. And let me know if you have any questions. I do actually have discounts as well for military and third world countries, low-income housing essentially. Let me know if that fits your bill, if you again have any questions. Take a look here at Luna though. Awesome meteoric rise on Friday. Yesterday, mostly sideways action. Today, sort of down. And what we want to talk about is kind of these Fibonacci retracement levels. And what I did is I just drew it from the lowest to the highest point. And of course, at this time, you can see the highest is right around 462. Now, I'm going to use round numbers here. Again, it's 462,929, but I'll just say 462 to keep it simple. And if we kind of look at this here, we can kind of see, interestingly enough, how the price is kind of hanging out in specific key level Fibonacci retracement lines. In other words, the price comes up here to its highest point, comes down, retraces right to 0.5, and then bounces. It's really common for a coin to bounce off of 0.5 on Fibonacci retracement when you have a significant increase. Oftentimes, it's more likely for the price to eventually average out just below that point, which we're starting to see now, at least potentially in the range of 0.382 upwards of 0.618. In other words, those are just key level Fibonacci retracement lines, and a lot of times the price will consolidate really close to that halfway point. It's a pretty common characteristic. So that being said here, see the price come all the way up, come back down. You can see how it's testing this support level multiple times, but got rejected and effectively continued upwards. Well, it came up here, of course, pretty much got rejected off of 460 in that range there, and then came right back down to try to consolidate at this area, but lost. So the fact we lost this nice support level here at about, what was it, 285, is effectively a problem based on the simple fact that should be a key level resistance now. So the price coming down, continuing with lower lows, there's a great chance we're going to continue to see the price come down even further to possibly right in the range of about 175. Okay. Again, that's more of a likelihood than not, just based on what I've seen here so far. Just the law of averages and how things tend to average out. Now again, does any of that matter right now? That's the question that I get a lot. Like, does TA really apply? Technical analysis is helpful in a lot of ways because you want to look at previous support and resistance levels. But where we're at right now is we're in kind of this no man's land. That's because if you zoom out just even a little bit, you'll see that obviously there's no other support or resistance levels. Like the previous low for Luna was right in like the 70-cent range. That goes way back to when it first came out as an ICO. And if we look at it now, I don't think we're going to be able to see that price point ever again. It's just safe to say, like 6 trillion supply or something crazy. Unless we get like 4 times the amount of market capitalization, than Bitcoin does right now, then we're not going to be able to see that kind of price point again. So come to terms with the fact that we're never there again, but on the same accord, we're in this price discovery mode to the downside. And again, only being able to utilize this small amount of data doesn't really give us a tremendous amount because, again, good TA comes from history and the repeating of that history. There's no repeating of the history here because this is a new uncharted territory. All right, so again, try to remember that when you trade because the simple fact that these coins are, a coin like this is a significant risk. I think one of my members yesterday, I apologize, I forget your name, said something about, I should start saying YOLO at your own risk when it comes to a coin like this. And that's so true because, while it's true we only live once, you only have so much money too. It's a finite resource. And if you're going to throw everything you got at this and it's going to go down and get you wrecked, you want to be careful. Okay, so it's easy to take larger than you think position sizes based on how low the price is. So just be cautious and careful in the sense that the probability of the price digressing at this point, or at least staying under this retracement level at 285 is pretty high. And we're going to need to build a stronger foundation, more volume at a higher price point. We can see the volume is starting to taper off too. Now again, that's not terrible, don't get me wrong, but volume has been dissipating over the last 24 hours compared to originally when it had increased. Okay, so again, lower volume in most cases always results in lower price. Okay, that's just the bottom line. So we got to try to make sure that we are respectful of the fact that this coin could literally go straight down from here. Okay, we got to respect that and understand it. Try not to get too naive. It's maybe if you believe in this and you want to go long term, dollar cost average as the price comes down. When it hits this next Fibonacci retracement of 230, put a target there. Put a target at maybe 177 if that is something you want to do. I would urge caution and probably not consider that because there's, in most cases, no real long-term benefit. You could get lucky, don't get me wrong. I've thrown a little bit of money at this myself personally, and of course I got a nice 1,000% return yesterday, but that's besides the point. That was a risk that I was willing to take, and it was a small amount of money too. So again, try to be cautious and careful. That's my whole thought here is, I want to be like kind of the, I'm not one of those persons that's going to tell you it's going to shoot to the moon or drop like a rock. Realistically, it's starting to average itself out at that halfway point. That said, make sure that you use your own risk tolerance and only invest small amounts that you're willing to lose in a coin like this. I want to try to be that the person that tries to talk you off the ledge of doing something crazy, while I'm still promoting the fact that you should maybe try to consider adding to your position. Perhaps in the long term it might pay off. We got to understand there's a tremendous amount of risk involved here. You should not be leveraging. You shouldn't be doing any of that. It should maybe just be a spot, buy some coins on KuCoin and call it good, see what happens, okay? Once again, I care for my community enough to want to try to throw that out there and kind of help you understand that, because a lot of my community members are talking about this and asking about it. And I'd like to kind of just be that, provide those words of wisdom to help you, navigate this kind of market, because I know it's really crazy and weird, and not a lot of people lost out pretty big, and I know that sucks, really terrible. And what a lot of people did do is add to their position to lower their overall size. You don't need to add a lot right now, especially if your price point was in the $50 to $70 range or 50 to 80. You can average down quite nicely if you just spend a few bucks. I know it sounds weird, but again, do that with caution, and don't do it at all if you don't really intend to lose any money. But a lot of people, including myself, were able to add to their position at lower price points and sell when it got to a little bit higher of a price point because it's so dirt cheap right now. Again, not a lot of longevity there, and I hope that you can try to understand that this is not a coin that is really going to get you places. Again, lucky, perhaps, yes. The price could continue up to 1 cent someday. The likelihood of that is extremely low, though. So try not to invest much into things that aren't going to get you a good, solid return on investment. I'd much rather you take your extra dollars and cents right now and put it towards Bitcoin being at a low price point of 30,000. That's just my guess, or speculation, my recommendation, however you want to call it. I thank you so much for listening. I'm starting to ramble again. I apologize. I just truly do care about people not getting wrecked, and a lot of folks join my trading community with the intention of turning things around. That's still very, very probable, of course. That's basically with best practice comes good results. But generally speaking, it's just so sad to hear folks have gotten totally wasted or wrecked on this coin and other coins too. So for what that's worth, I'm so sorry you had that experience. But I do look forward to working with you if you want to become a community member. Once again, I do have discounts for military and third world countries / low-income housing. And I do look forward to hopefully working with you soon. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you all so much again for your time. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.